Minimise it. Hello and welcome to this webinar on pharmaceutical needs assessments. Assuming that your Health and Wellbeing Board published its initial PNA by March 2015, it will therefore now be required to publish its next PNA by March 2018. Therefore, in the next few minutes and over the next few slides, we will take you through the Health and Wellbeing Board's role in a PNA, what a good PNA looks like, and Sorbion's experience and expertise in PNA development. But most importantly, why it's important for you to start the 28 PNA process now. I'm going to be joined by Ian Mullen, who is Sorbion's Associate Director of Medicines Partnership. Ian is a registered pharmacist and has spent several years in a Head of Medicines Management role in the PCT, being responsible for community pharmacy commissioning and undertaking PNAs. From there, Ian went on to set up and lead an area team within NHS England and was the lead pharmacist commissioner for over 300 pharmacies. Ian has now been working for Sorbion for over 3 years and has extensive experience in developing a further 10 pharmaceutical needs assessments in that time. As you can tell, Ian really is an expert in the pharmacy regulations, medicines and healthcare commissioning, and most importantly, the community pharmacy contract. So, Ian, what is the commitment of the Health and Wellbeing Board to undertake a pharmaceutical needs assessment?
A pharmaceutical needs assessment is known as a PNA. Ultimately, it's a thorough assessment of the public health needs and pharmaceutical service provision, both currently and in the future, for a Health and Wellbeing Board area. Each Health and Wellbeing Board area will have published its initial assessment on or before the 31st of March 2015. And you have an obligation under the regulations to maintain the assessment, or in other words, keep it up to date, and then publish a revised assessment within 3 years of the initial one. And you must also consult on your revised assessment for a minimum of 60 days. The PNA development goes through an extensive engagement and formal consultation process with mandatory stakeholders. This can be a lengthy and unwieldy process. In fact, in 2012, the London Public Health Transition Group estimated that a PNA took an average of 9 months and £60,000 to produce. But in our experience, it doesn't have to be as resource intensive or expensive for the Health and Wellbeing Board.
Great. And what does a good PNA look like?
The Department of Health have published a very useful information pack for local authority health and wellbeing boards that you can see on your screen with the link. It details the legislative background to PNAs and provides details on the legal requirements of PNA. It's important the PNA isn't just simply a dump of data, but rather an assessment interpreting needs and provision both currently and for the future. It is imperative, therefore, that the PNA has a range of stakeholders' input into the assessment, ranging from local community pharmacy providers, commissioners, and of course public representation. It's important to work closely with the local authority's public health team. After all, they have produced the local joint strategic needs assessment. In our experience, there's 3 critical success factors for an effective and useful PNA: project management, stakeholder engagement, and the necessary skills and knowledge to develop the robust and compliant assessment.
So how can Sorbion help?
Well, we've been involved with and produced over a dozen pharmaceutical needs assessments over the last 5 years. Our proven 4-stage methodology and use of state-of-the-art technologies provides strong governance and leadership to ensure timely completion of a compliant PNA. The very first stage is planning and governance, where we pull together a PNA steering group and produce all the necessary requirements to ensure that the delegation from the Health and Wellbeing Board to the steering group is there to produce the PNA. The second stage is collation of all the information and analysis of it to pull together the PNA document in a draft form. The third stage is putting that into a document with the necessary quality impact assessment to ensure all populations within the local authority area are fully engaged. And the fourth stage is a fully robust 60-day consultation and the final production of the PNA produced and signed off by the Health and Wellbeing Board. Soar Beyond comprises pharmacists, ex-commissioners, consultants in public health, data analysts and GIS experts, between them with over a century of expertise. We have a detailed understanding and working knowledge of the pharmaceutical regulations. Our project team includes ex-heads of medicines management and ex-NHS England pharmacy leads. Our PNA project team are led by a Prince 2 trained project manager who has experience in leading complex healthcare programs. The PNA project team encompasses commissioning, provider, public health, analytical, communication and engagement, and GSI mapping expertise, enabling Soar Beyond to provide a fully outsourced model to deliver a robust and compliant PNA. Our flexible solutions enable us to tailor our project team to each local authority's requirement. We can even provide flexible payment terms. Many health and wellbeing boards and local authorities that we were involved with in 2015 in producing their PNAs have since recommissioned us or commissioned us for other work.
So why should health and wellbeing boards act now with regards to their PNAs?
Soar Beyond have experience of producing a fully compliant PNA within 6 months, believe it or not. However, given a 60-day period of consultation is required, and to ensure full stakeholder engagement, we'd recommend the PNA is developed over a 9 to 12-month period. Most local authorities will have produced their last PNA in early 2015. And since the regulations require the assessment to be produced at least every 3 years, the time's now to get a PNA started.
Thank you, Ian. So to find out more on how Soar Beyond can help you with your 28 PNA, please call our offices or email ianm@soarbeyond.co.uk. Thank you for your time.